excited to be here and really nervous at the same time, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so my name is Alma Vargas, and I work with Proyecto MoLe as a youth development specialist. As you can, everybody has a copy of what I'll be sharing with you in the table if you'd like to look at it as well. So the mission of Proyecto MoLe is to inspire, prepare, and mobilize Latino youth as leaders in their communities. It started in 2007 by Melody Rodriguez. She is the director, and she's still the director till today. It started to serve, so we serve low income, and we focus more on the Latino youth here in Tacoma. We work with different type of Latino students. Some of the Latino students that were born here with immigrant parents, some of them who are immigrant themselves, and others who are just in between. Well, they are from here, their parents are from here, but because of time, their Latino heritage is lost and through the generations, and so we like to help them just to know who they are and to know their heritage, and so they can, if they like it, they can, share it with others. So Proyecto MoLe is a year-round program, and that provides youth in grades 6 to 16 with activities that promote the program 3 core components: academic achievement. So we work in First Creek Middle School doing tutoring. Some of our college students that are returning back, and some of graduates from high school and college come back and tutor some of the students in middle school. We also help high school juniors and seniors with some scholarship opportunities as well to do their college applications. So going to a higher education is really important to us and to our students. Personal development, like I said, we work in First Creek and we do mentoring to young students, middle school students. And also we do a year summit. Every year we provide a summit for students from 6th grade to 12th grade. And we provide workshops about their Latino heritage, more about some of the problems and some of the issues around the Latino community, like to inform them about some of the immigration reform stuff that could benefit them and their family, and so they don't hear things from the radio or the television that tell them, oh yeah, it happened, go get a lawyer, or I'm a lawyer, come and find me. So we try to give them accurate information. So to give them accurate information, us as staff, we have to go out and look for that information to provide our students. We go to different workshops as well, conferences that help us understand. We also work with one lawyer to inform our students about the deferred action that President Obama announced. So we try to get ourselves informed and provide that information to our students as well. Another component is Pride for Our Community. Every November, we come to the Art Museum and do Day of the Dead. We celebrate it here. It's a well-attended event. It gets everyone, even if you're not Latino, they come. We do art. The mariachi comes, and it's just great. People outside, people inside. It usually is nice outside, but sometimes it rains. So I believe that Proyecto MoLe is unique. I started to volunteer with Proyecto MoLe on Day of the Dead here, and that's how I got involved. And now this is my first year in college, and so it has helped me all through high school get into the UW, finding financial support for myself. And so that's what it's doing to every single student. When they're in middle school, we help them succeed so they understand that going into high school is not just going to high school. It's actually you have to maintain your GPA. It's really important to get into a good college and find good scholarships so you can actually go. So that's it about Proyecto MoLe. If you have any questions, you can ask me later. So right now we're just gonna go and talk about Cinco de Mayo since it's almost coming up and it's only weekend, so we'll see how this year goes. Okay, so Cinco de Mayo, it's more than just tequila. Like a gentleman in the back said, why just tequila? We could be drinking something more, no? But it's usually what it is. People drink tequila all the time and okay, does anybody know where the state of Puebla is in Mexico? Can anybody just guess where it could be at? We have some numbers, no? Not even close? Number 9.
Near Oaxaca.
Near Oaxaca. Do you know where Oaxaca is?
I've been there.
Do you know where it is on the map?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
About 29.
Right here. I was actually born in Mexico, but I came to the U.S. when I was 8, so I did not learn much of the geography. So this is new to me too. So we'll see. Okay, so it's actually in the south. I don't know who put north in my PowerPoint. It's right here in this green, light green, right here. So that's where Puebla is. Does anybody know why Puebla is important for Cinco de Mayo? Any relationship between those two? No? What about if I said tequila and Cinco de Mayo? There will be a connection, right? Okay. Okay, so some history about Cinco de Mayo. In 1861, Benito Juarez became the president to a country in financial ruin. It was in debt to European governments. So France, Britain, and Spain demanded a reimbursement. And only Britain and Spain made some negotiations and they left Mexico. Meanwhile, France saw it as an opportunity to carve a dependent empire out of the Mexican territory. So in the late 1861, a well-armed French fleet stormed Veracruz, which is right next to Puebla. So, and that's okay, so if I go back to this one, as you can see right here, here's Puebla and here's Veracruz. So this is where they landed. And so 6 years later, after the Civil War ended, the United States helped Mexico with military support and political pressure, and finally the French withdrew. But meanwhile, before the 6 years, it was the Battle of Puebla. And that is what May 5th is the Battle of Puebla between Mexico and France. So the Mexican military was led by Ignacio Zaragoza. And as you can see, the numbers were 2,000 loyal men because they were now soldiers. And they lost about 100 Mexicans in the battle. Compared to Mexico, France was led by Charles Latreille de Lorentz with a 6,000 French troops, so they were soldiers. And they lost about 500. So as you can see, the numbers were really different and extreme. But still, Mexico won the war somehow. Okay, so a lot of people confuse the May 5th with the Independence Day. Does anybody here thought it was Independence Day at some point? Yeah? Yeah, we get that a lot. Okay, so people from outside Mexico mistakenly believe that Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of Mexican independence, when in reality Mexican independence is September 16, 1810, which is more than 50 years before the Battle of Puebla. So nothing to do with independence in Cinco de Mayo. But still, people believe that. And some of the reasons why is because the Chicano activists raised awareness of the holiday in the 1960s because they identify with the victory of indigenous Mexicans. So that's why it was known here more, because of the Chicano movement. So today, revelers mark the occasion with parades, parties, mariachi music, Mexican pole dancing, and traditional foods such as tacos and mole poblano. But we also know that if you add in the beer, the tequila, and all that stuff, it makes the party going. And we usually celebrate it at night, right? In the club, party. As you can see here, it's commercialized. It's good for the beer companies to sell all their beer, especially this time of the year, to sell those pretty plates and the cups and the matching party set for Cinco de Mayo. And it's commercialized because of the beer. And like to get people drunk, and when you're drunk, you just take out the money, and that's how it goes. Okay, so in reality, Cinco de Mayo in Mexico is usually celebrated during the day with parades, and people reenact the scene between the battle. It's usually it's celebrated in the state of Puebla where it happened, but some other events happen throughout the country. Cinco de Mayo is like any other day. It's not a federal holiday in Mexico, so all businesses are open all day long, May 5th. In conclusion, Cinco de Mayo is not the independence of Mexico, and it's just a battle between Mexico and France. And that's my presentation. Thank you.